Hello everybody, and welcome to FortiPhone SafetyNet Personal, the best content filtering browser solution for the iPhone and the iPod Touch, and the only completely self-contained content filtering browser available for those platforms. Over the next several minutes, we will discuss exactly what SafetyNet Personal is, and provide you with a basic overview of its most important features. So, what is SafetyNet? SafetyNet is a safe browser replacement for the iPhone, a browser that operates identically in most respects to the mobile Safari web browser that's built into and comes pre-installed on the iPhone. You're probably already familiar with the iPhone's built-in browser, and if you are, you're already familiar with most of the aspects of SafetyNet. Let's go ahead and launch SafetyNet. The first time that you launch SafetyNet, it will stop and ask you to type in and set a 4-digit PIN code. This is to ensure that you are the only person going forward that can change some of the configuration options, such as which types of websites are allowed and which ones will be denied. To set this PIN code, you just need to type in any 4-digit number and repeat the process to make sure that you typed in the PIN code correctly. Once you've set the PIN code, you will only be asked for it again when trying to change or restrict the configuration setting. Once you are in SafetyNet, you will find the navigation nearly identical to that of the iPhone's built-in Safari browser. Notice the forward and backward buttons in the lower left-hand corner. You'll also find the bookmarks and the URL bar to be very familiar too. Let's go ahead and visit a website. As you'll see, all the normal navigation techniques that you may already be familiar with when using Safari are available in SafetyNet. You can double tap to zoom in on a particular spot on the web page. You can tap and drag to pan around the zoomed in web page. Double tap again to zoom back out, or tap on a link in order to be able to follow it. So then, how is SafetyNet different? SafetyNet contains a comprehensive database of inappropriate or malicious websites that can be used to prevent the user from visiting these undesirable sites. So let's go ahead and try it out by visiting an inappropriate web page. Did you see how quickly that was blocked? This is because the database for these websites is stored on the iPhone itself. It is completely self-contained and doesn't reach out to some far-off server to figure out whether or not the site is safe or not. This also means it doesn't rely on some distant server's reliability to allow you to surf. And most importantly, it means that there isn't some server out there with all of your browsing information waiting for some hacker to exploit it. At FortiPhone, safety is important, and this means that nobody should take control of your privacy. You should never have to choose between privacy and security. So then, how do you control what sites are filtered and what sites are not? The gear icon in the lower right-hand corner of the screen allows you to configure SafetyNet. In the settings menu, the only setting that is available to all users is the home page setting. This defines what page is automatically loaded by SafetyNet the very first time it's launched. Everything else is located under protected settings. If you select protected settings, you're prompted to enter in the PIN code that you entered into the system the very first time that you launched SafetyNet. Let's go ahead and type that code in. Here, the very first section is the filters section. This is the major categories of filters that we allow you to turn on and turn off. A filter, once turned on, will block these types of websites. Off means it allows them through. So adult content is the only filter that we turn on by default. Shopping would include sites like Amazon.com, eBay, and Craigslist. Social and chat would include sites like Facebook and MySpace. And then finally, webmail would block out sites like Gmail, Yahoo, and Hotmail. Let's go ahead and try some of these out. I'm going to go ahead and turn on shopping. So once I've done that, select done, and I'm going to try to visit ebay.com, and you'll see it's blocked. Now, you may be in a circumstance where you want to block every major type of e-commerce site except for perhaps Amazon. Amazon sells books and you want your kids to have access to that. And you'll see right now, because of that shopping site filter, Amazon.com is blocked. What we can do is go into protected settings again, and I'm going to scroll down, and here you'll see two other options: edit whitelist and edit blacklist. A whitelist allows you to override our settings and allow sites that we're typically blocking. Blacklist is the exact opposite. It allows you to block sites that we typically allow you to pass through. Under this circumstance, we want to edit the whitelist. We want to add Amazon.com to the list of allowed sites. So I'm going to go ahead and select Edit Whitelist. From here, I can hit the plus button to add a new site and type Amazon.com. Now, when we go back and try to visit this website, it allows it. Let's take a look at some of the other options. Restrict bookmarks. This is a very, very powerful feature that allows you to restrict the user to only go to a set of predefined websites that you would like to allow access to. So if there is only a set of one or two different websites that you wanted to allow the user to be able to visit, you can turn this on, and that will only allow users to navigate using the bookmark selection. You'll see here, if I try to click on the URL bar, it no longer allows me to edit this. If I click on the bookmarks page, it will allow me to go into any website that happens to be on there already. Remember to set up the bookmarks before you turn on this option. You'll see here the plus key, which would normally allow you to add bookmarks, is also disabled. The only other setting that I'd like to tell you about is the last setting, which is change PIN. If you at any time need to change the PIN code because it's been compromised in some way, you can go there, change PIN, and it goes through the exact same process that we went through the very first time that you launched the browser. You type in the new PIN, and again, and it's changed. So, this concludes the SafetyNet personal demonstration. I hope that you enjoyed the show, and I hope that if you have any other questions, feel free to reach out to us on our website. Thank you very much.